Boxing King Media, Frank Smith. A brilliant show at the Resorts World. I want to start with we'll fly through some of the fights that stood out to me. On the Before the Bell, Ibrahim Solomon, what a performance.
Yeah, look, great performance from Ibrahim Sulaiman. Just like the last fight out he had back at the Indigo at the O2. He's got massive potential, got a huge following as well. So, it's exciting for what he's got ahead for him.
I was speaking to him about still being a free agent, and then I know you guys haven't agreed to terms, etc. But is it a risky move when your guys part? Does he not kind of just like double his value now, or how does all that work?
Yeah, look, but at the same time, it's about ensuring we can deliver for people. We're never going to go into a deal where we can't guarantee activity for fighters. So he's a great star. He's got massive potential, and we'll continue talking. We've got a great relationship with JK as well, his manager. We want to make sure when we give someone a deal, we can deliver upon it. We've got a lot of fighters, but he's going to be someone we're very interested in for sure.
Muhammad Ali, a big test for him. The draw, fair result.
Yeah, I think he could have maybe won by a point, but it was close. It was very close. It's been a tough time for him, obviously, as well. His grandma passed away, so it's been a very tough week. But he wanted to keep fighting. He's had a period out the ring as well, but look, he'll be back stronger. It's all part of a career. He's not the first fighter that's lost, and he can build himself back up.
There's not been any information about Akib Fias. Kane Baker was pulled off the card. Can you elaborate on why?
Yeah, look, Eddie's mentioned it in a few interviews as well. There was potential suspicious betting, oh, for fuck's sake, can I say it again?
Suspicious betting.
Yes, around the fight, and that's something that will be investigated. And the British Boxing Board of Control will investigate that with the various parties, and I'm sure we'll be able to provide an update.
Jeez, that's why I genuinely wasn't expecting you to say that. Is it a case of somebody betting on somebody at stupid amounts of money? And
it's not, again, something that the investigation will show. But there's a lot of work that goes into these things, not just in boxing, but across a whole host of sports. And I'm sure as soon as the investigation's complete, there'll be more details around it.
Crazy, that spun me out. That up the card, I've lost my chain of thought.
Irregularities was the word. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why my mind just went blank.
I genuinely didn't know what the reason was. That's completely spun my chain of thought. What fight now? Crocker, Conor Walker. Was it a fair result?
Very close fight. Very close fight. I think could have gone either way. I think Lewis Crocker won the early rounds, but Conor Walker did not stop coming. Respect to both guys because they gave us an amazing fight tonight. One of those fights that will be remembered for a long, long time, and a fight we'd love to see again. But it was a close fight. We had Paddy Donovan ringside as well. He's going to be winning that fight against Lewis Crocker. So we'll see what's next.
Main event. I know last time you guys went up against Frank Warren, he was a bit of a whitewash. Is this the first time you've been up against Ben Shalom? I'm trying to think.
No, we've had fights on their card as well. When Dalton Smith fought Benjamin, but it's not really about different types of things. It's not quite the same as the 5v5, but it was a great performance from Tyler Denny. I think Felix Cash, I think the inactivity would have harmed him. He's had tough times, which he's been very open about. But one of those things. I think Felix Cash of old would have put in a different performance, but Tyler Denny took his chance, and a great win for him, and he's on a great run. So fair play to him, and well done.
Just give me a nudge because I know you've got a call when that call comes in.
2 minutes.
He's got 2 minutes. Who decided to matchmake in regards to Felix Cash? Because obviously it's a risky move, being inactive against a guy that's had, I think, 3 fights in the time he's had none on form. What kind of, whose the ultimate decision was it for him to jump in against Tyler Denny?
It was a fight that was all EBU. And I think where Felix is at the stage of his career, the fights he's been involved in over time, we felt in terms of his age as well, the time he's had out of the ring, he needed to get straight back in there. He hasn't got the time to have a load of warm-up fights. He needed to get straight back in there. If we would have got the win tonight, he would have set himself up for a big fight. but it didn't go his way, and that's the sport we're in. It doesn't always go your way.
Last question, your mate Ben Shalom. I think I've interviewed you in the past, and I think you quoted as saying, "I just don't like him. I don't like the way he does business, all that kind of stuff." Today, you guys shook hands. I saw him walking ringside, shook hands with you and Eddie. Any discussions, and what's the future plans?
No discussions. I mean, it was a busy night. Obviously, he came in between the Conor Walker fight, so it was late in the night. Didn't chat too much, but look, I talk about it a lot. There's a lot of people in boxing I don't see eye to eye with. He's not the only person I've ever said things about or have feelings about. But we're professional people. We just do business, and if business makes sense, great. We'll look after people, But it's not much more discussion. I've had loads of discussions. It's not like I haven't had discussions with him. I've sat down with him for hours in the past. So it's not the first time I met him. Won't be the last, I'm sure. Yeah.
Last thing, a bit random. I just seen your pass for this event. It says 5-person escort. Why do you need a 5-person escort?
In case I find 5 people I want to take somewhere.
It does say 5-person escort, doesn't it? Ooh. Have I read it wrong? No.
Oh no, it doesn't. I was checking what it said.
Key decision maker, 5-person escort. Why does Frank Smith?
Part of it wrong.
Yeah.
Why do I need 5 people?
Why do you need 5 people to walk you through this arena?
No, it means I can find 5 people and bring them with me.
Oh, shit, that's interesting. I'll bear that in mind if I want to jump in backstage somewhere with you. Frank Smith, appreciate your time. Thank you.